Yo, y'all know what it is. Chris Jones.
Ike Barron, welcome to Spoken
It's
Minds.
time.
Let's
Welcome.
get it.
We here. It's Thirsty Thursday. If you guys are enjoying your favorite drink, are you at home eating dinner? Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and as always, sharing is caring.
Yeah, and subscribe, please.
We got a real jam-packed show. We're gonna dive right into it today. Cam is cut. What's so funny?
I've been saying he should have never even been picked
For
up.
y'all that don't know what's going on, Cam Newton, who was projected to be the starter with the Patriots, who Bill Belichick has been talked about doing good progression, just unexpectedly got cut.
Projected by who?
I mean, Bill Belichick was saying
Wasn't
in the news.
projected by me. I've been saying, man.
So what's your take on Cam
I said
Newton?
last year they should have never even picked him up, man. Man, he's not the same guy, man. Look, he was great when he was able to run.
He was great.
But once he wasn't able to run the ball the way he used to, and he had to rely on the arm, it was never going to be good again, man, because he can't throw. The man cannot throw the ball, man.
Golly, man. This is bittersweet for me, man. I'm going to tell you right now. For y'all that's been following BTG for years, y'all know I am an advocate of Cam Newton. I think he's the most athletic quarterback ever to play the game. He's definitely been underrated. But I have to agree with y'all on this, man. Cam getting cut is no surprise. His numbers ain't been there, but really a lot of it has to stem from the COVID and the COVID protocols. I've heard a lot of backlash. I'm hearing a lot of back and forth. Let's get one thing straight. As a business, you want your employees there on time. If I own a business, I need my employees there for whatever reason. The Patriots didn't make the COVID protocol rules.
Listen, man, not just on time. You want your employees to do the job well.
They want to,
and he don't do the job well. The
Want
man threw 8 touchdowns last year, man, and played in 15 games.
It was rough. I think him getting in the offense, he was the captain of the team. So you just don't cut the captain.
Yes, you do. When the captain ain't no good.
A lot of people are making a lot of flack about the COVID situation. Like I said, with the NFL made the COVID protocol rules, not the Patriots.
Yeah, but the Patriots.
The fact that they can't depend on him to be there because he's missing weeks. He missed a couple weeks last year because of the COVID. And then because COVID protocols, he's missing because of miscommunication and understanding. Him missing all of them practice times and games only allowed Matt Jones there. And you want your quarterback there. He's the best player on the team. You want him there.
Well, I don't know if you've seen. I know Belichick came out and yesterday and let it be known that Cam did not get cut because of the COVID and none of that.
They're saying that.
Cam got cut.
He's going to say that.
He's not any good, and you don't need him on your team. You don't even need him as a backup.
Well, you can't have him as a backup. You got to think he's the leader of the football team. You can't.
He's not the leader of the football team.
He was the captain of the team
last year.
He was last year. He came in as the captain, but you can't have him as a backup anyway. You can't have him as a backup. You drafted Matt Jones. We know he's going to be the franchise. We know he's going to be the next guy on the team. You can't have a big personality like Cam Newton, personality as your backup. So you had to release him for the growth and development of your future quarterback. You can't have Cam Newton waiting in the wings.
Mac Jones, I knew he was going to be the starter. And you talking about backup, man, I'd rather have Chris Jones as my backup than
Chris Jones
Cam
will be
Newton.
starter now. I'm going to tell you that right now. You sign me, you start. We're going somewhere. I'm going to tell you that right now. But, because of Cam Newton missing all them practices and stuff, Matt Jones played 107 snaps in the preseason to Cam Newton's 39. Cam Newton, you didn't want to get the vaccine. That's what I'm leaning on. You didn't want to get the vaccine. It's okay. That's your choice. But also, you got to take the consequences that come with that. And with those consequences and you missing a lot of practice time in games, they're going to move in another direction. And at the end of the day, any employee would do the same thing for any employee.
I seen
if he was playing like Tom Brady or Russell Wilson, maybe he would have a longer leash. Maybe they would do that. But like you said, he ain't been the same Cam Newton. He's not playing at an MVP elite level, so your leash is a lot shorter.
I seen that Jacksonville released a lot of players
because of
the vaccine, getting the vaccine. They let it be known it was because they didn't get the vaccine.
The rules are strict, man. Some of these guys ain't gonna practice. Bill Belichick is a planner.
My take.
He's gonna plan on a Friday, and Cam Newton's gonna be a healthy scratch and then that messes up his game plan. We know it just drives Belichick crazy.
My take on the vaccine, I got vaccinated. But,
I did too.
But I'm one that's like, I understand people don't want it. That's your choice. You don't get it.
Choice.
But people that are saying it's not right that they cut these players because you cannot tell a company, because that's what it is. It's a business. It's a company.
Right.
You can't tell them how they are supposed to run their business.
They're supposed to keep paying this guy millions of dollars and him not going to be able to play on Sundays because of the rules. And then they're going to miss games. And y'all think that's okay. If y'all think it's okay, then y'all pay his salary.
Jones, if your job tells you that you have to wear pants, socks, and shoes to work.
Wear pants, socks, and shoes.
You have to wear pants, socks, and shoes. Like this is.
They say we got to wear a mask in the meeting. Guess what?
And if you don't want to wear pants, socks, and shoes, you find a new job. That's what happens. But that's my take on it,
that's
man.
That's mine too, man. I don't feel bad for Cam, man, for this, man. I mean, it is what it is. I still salute you as a good quarterback. Hopefully you do eventually get in the Hall of Fame, but that's where we at it.
Quit saying good quarterback, man.
Hey, man, he was at one point in time. But Cam Newton
was years ago, man.
Cam Newton was not the only news that we had. We had a lot of buzz around preseason this year. It was a lot of stuff going around NFL in preseason this year. It was also a lot of talk about playing starters. Man, what's your take on that?
My take is I don't believe that teams should play their starters in preseason. I don't think they actually get anything out of it to come out and play like one series or something. Like you're not getting anything out of it. And then what you do is you end up taking the risk of losing a star player like we just seen in Baltimore with J.K. Dobbins. Like you lose your starting running back, your star running back, and for what? Like to run a couple of snaps during the first series of a game that doesn't even matter. Now you got to use a backup. Now, that's going to give all the Lamar Jackson fans another excuse to say,
goodness.
Well, he had players get hurt.
Yeah.
So that's gonna give him another excuse for why he doesn't play as well.
It's only so much time that running back's gonna have playing quarterback and be at elite level anyway. But I completely disagree with you as far as not playing your starters in the preseason. To me, that's crazy. One, you got position battles. I mean, nobody should be solidified as a starter. People get better in the offseason. You have position battles that you have to, solve. When do you solve those? You solve those in preseason. You don't wait till the game time to keep going back and forth.
But wait a second. But how can you can't determine a battle off of people coming out and playing one series?
Okay, so let me ask you this. One series,
bro. It's not like they playing in the whole game. They playing one series.
So with the Saints, who was going to be named the starter and who was not going to play the preseason? Because you didn't know who was going to be the starter.
All right, now,
what about with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater?
But that's different. If you don't know who the starter is, then they're not the starter. If you don't know who the starter is, I said you don't play your starters. The people that you know are starting on your team. You don't play them.
So this is the thing that you have to do. So you have position battles, and especially at the quarterback position. Then you have to play your starters because now you're going to have a starter and you're going to have a competition battle at a very important position playing with the backups when you need him to get in sync.
But they're both playing with backups.
Yeah, but you need your quarterback to get in sync with the offensive line. You have new offensive lines coming. You have new players coming. You have rookies that's coming that's going to be starters. That's the time to get them in sync, and it just doesn't need to be practice because one thing we know is people play different in practice than in games. It's different when you have fans, you have the refs, and you have another opponent. When you're going against them, then when you're going against the same people you see in practice and go out to eat with every day.
I just don't believe that it's worth the risk.
I understand.
Hey, Spoken Minds fans.
Y'all let me know
people
what y'all think.
People on BTG. Let us know what y'all think. Should the players play in preseason or not?
I wish the Bucs didn't play starters during preseason. I love to see them come out rusty.
I think they should get rid of
I love to see them come out rusty against the weak Cowboys.
I think they should get rid of preseason completely.
Well, you don't even know nothing about football. You just finally started winning. The Bucs finally started winning. You're not an expert yet. Wait your time.
But y'all ain't done nothing in 25 years.
Then you got all this football stuff to say. Now that you got Tom Brady, you wasn't saying nothing when you had James Winston.
I've been saying, but
you've been saying what?
I can tell you this.
You like Pirates of the Caribbean.
I can tell you this. All of our friends say that you were the one that says the most foolish stuff.
I don't know who says it.
People watch this show and say, man, Chris Jones will say anything.
But you know what? Those ain't my friends, so I don't even know who you're talking about. I don't know. They not my
Man,
friends.
we had
Don't say our friends. Those are not my friends.
We had a long talk about you on the Monday show.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Next time you
when
call
someone
me.
says something real foolish now, we say, man, there you go, being Chris Jones.
They must have been talking about you, man, because I don't understand.
All right, look.
So let me ask you this, man. So who is your early predictions? We're going to go ahead and get this out of here, BTG. Who's your early predictions for the Super Bowl and your MVP? Because I'm dying to know who you're going with.
Well, I can say right now, I think the MVP of the league this year is going to be Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen, every single year, he's made major jumps. From his first year, he jumped like maybe 1,700 yards from his first year to his second year.
Yeah.
And then last year threw for what? 4,500 yards or something like that.
There's a lot of yards.
And I'm about 40 touchdowns, man.
It was up there, man.
The man is an animal.
He's
man.
a baller.
I really do believe he's
a
going to
baller.
win MVP.
He's a baller.
But he ain't gonna win no Super Bowl.
Who's going to the Super Bowl?
I actually do have Buffalo coming out of the AFC.
You got them coming out of the AFC?
Yeah, I have.
You got Buffalo in the Super Bowl.
I have Buffalo in the Super Bowl.
Woo!
But I have them losing
Again.
to Tampa.
Tampa, you got Tampa.
So
Super Bowl.
Buffalo will be.
Why does that not surprise me?
Buffalo will be 0-5 in Super
Why
Bowl
does that
appearances.
not surprise me? Does that surprise anybody that he has Tampa?
Hey man, we brought everybody back
Okay. Older.
from a championship team. Everybody back.
Older.
And added a couple more pieces.
More older guys.
Hey man, until somebody beats us, we still the champs. Let's
Y'all
get
must
it.
got a lifetime supply of Geritol over. I don't know.
Until
what's
we
going
see
on.
another Super Bowl champion, we the champs.
Well,
now, who do you have winning league
Well,
MVP?
of course, my MVP. Let me get to my Super Bowl picks. That's going to lead into my MVP because I've got something completely different. Of course, y'all know I'm 49ers. Bang, bang. Niner gang. 49ers. I got us in the Super Bowl in the NFC. That should not surprise anybody. Why is anybody surprised? Okay, 2 years ago, we made it to the Super Bowl. Last year, we was not healthy. Now we're back healthy. We got our starters back. Those second and third stringers got a lot of playing time last year. So now they're coming back better.
Hey,
so
man.
that means we have depth. As
Jones.
long as Jimmy G and we rolling and he doesn't turn the ball over, I got us in the NFC. I got us in the NFC Championship going Super Bowl. That's a given.
Hey Jones, we sharing this show to Comedy Central, man.
That's the
that
truth,
was,
man.
That was hilarious.
49ers. Now, of course, in the AFC, that's where it gets tricky. Everybody's talking about the Chiefs. People like you bragging about Josh Allen and the Bills. You even hearing about the Browns. But why ain't nobody talking about the Tennessee Titans? I don't know why ain't nobody talking about the Tennessee Titans. Let's get one thing understood. Tennessee was a good football club last year.
They were.
Okay? We got to get rid of that Ryan Tannehill Miami. We got to let that narrative go. Miami was a dumpster fire then when Ryan Tannehill has resurged himself in Tennessee. Miami's still a dumpster fire, and they're trying to find their way and put that out.
Hey, I like Tennessee, man.
So now you know they got Julio Jones and A.J. Brown. That's probably one of the best wide receiver tandems in the league. Tannehill's good. He's good at commanding the offense. And let's not forget they got that workhorse and Derrick Henry
Listen
down
to this.
low.
Last year, he ran for about 2,000 yards.
2,000 yards.
And
he could potentially go
now,
for more.
So listen, now adding Julio, and you can't double team.
You can't
double team.
You can't
AJ
put
anmore. You
It's
can't
crazy.
You can't put
It's
8 in
crazy.
the box to try to stop
You
the
can't
run
put 8 in the
because you
box
got
'cause
to
of the
cover these
vertical threat.
receivers. Just think of what Henry gonna do.
That's exactly. So
He might go for 25 or more.
Listen, so you make my case. Who'd you ask me who I think the MVP is going to be? Say it one more time.
Oh, you think Derrick Henry's going to be
Derrick Henry for the MVP?
Hey, he definitely could.
You see
He
how it all
definitely
can.
could. He
You got to
definitely could.
understand. You got the wide receivers, so you can't load up the box because of Julio Jones. He still got a lot of football left.
Yeah,
he was just in it. So you got that. So you got them. You got them on the outside. You got Derrick Henry down. Running the ball. Ryan Tannehill is better. He was better in the offense. They got rid of Mariota the first year. Second year he did better. His third year in the offense, he has a command and he has more weapons. But the thing about it is, we just talked about Tennessee's offense. that ain't even their bread and butter. The defense is where they made the most changes. They've added Bud Dupree, even though he's coming off injury. Bud Dupree is a legit threat at linebacker. They got Janoris Jenkins at cornerback. They drafted Caleb Farley. And if y'all don't know him, y'all didn't watch him from Virginia Tech, he's a stud. He's a special player. He's going to be a beast out there. They added Hooker at the safety to go along with Bird, who's already one of the best safeties in the game. They also added Autry on the defensive line from the Colts. He's very good. And you put him with Simmons, who's also already one of the best defensive linemen in the game. This defense is stacked. Then you got Jaylen Brown, an inside linebacker, who's already rated the top coverage linebacker in the NFL. That sounds like a stacked defense. That defense is stacked on every single level, from the line to the linebackers to the corners to the safeties. That offense is dynamic. That is my early pick
and they still
for the
won't
AFC
win.
Super Bowl.
They still won't win because they
won't
won't score enough points. Man,
so you thinking Julio don't help it, Derrick Henry?
I think he helps, but I don't think Tannehill pushes the ball downfield enough. Like he's not gonna get the ball downfield.
So
they're going to run a lot. They're still going to run a lot.
They're still going to run a lot.
And it's going to eat up a lot of clock, which means they're not going to score a lot of points. And then their defense is good, but when their defense is playing a team like the Chiefs, like Buffalo, who can score in seconds,
it's going to be different. I think it's going to be different this year.
I really
adding
don't.
Bud Dupree, Janoris Jenkins, and adding those type of guys, that defense is going to be nasty. And they never had a vertical threat. Like Julio is a great vertical threat.
And you want to know why I really think Buffalo, Buffalo last year when they lost to Kansas City, and Kansas City was out celebrating and stuff, and I seen Diggs and Josh Allen and them standing. Instead of going back to the locker room, they stood there and watched. I think that type of stuff helps put them over the top this year. Like they got that motivation. That's it. That's always going to be in their head thinking, we watched this team celebrate after beating us. And I think Josh Allen this year throws for almost 5,000 yards.
I think Josh Allen has a good year.
At least 45 touchdowns.
I think Josh Allen has a good year, but expectations is high. The expectations is high for them. Nobody's talking about Tennessee. They flying under the radar. They motivated.
Hey, well, let's keep it on football.
Keep it going on football. We got college football starting this week, baby.
We sure do.
College football's getting ready to get started. We got some big games this week. We got Alabama, number 1 team, Alabama playing number 14, Miami Hurricanes. They're playing in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. They finally got Kanye up out of there, and so that we can actually have a football game. And now they playing in ATL, man. What's your projection for that game?
Man, some people gonna think I'm crazy, man, but
we already do.
I got Alabama, and I got Alabama by 14.
Woo!
I really do, man. I think Miami's got a good team, but I think Alabama's just on another level, man. I actually got them by 14.
That's tough, man. Week 1. I mean, the first week. I think Alabama wins the game. Miami's talking a lot of trash. They got King at quarterback. You know, he used to be at Miami. He used to be at Houston. He's a runner and a thrower, which really throws off Alabama. They've struggled with running quarterbacks. But the one thing that Alabama has that is far superior to any other team is they got them big boys on the defensive line and offensive line that wear you out. And they got a running back that's workhorses that wear you out. Mm-hmm. I think the game is going to be close. The stadium's going to be rocking. I think it's going to be closer than 14. But I think Alabama wins the game by, say, about 10 points. And I like to see Bryce Young. You know, Matt Jones is out there. He's been a starter for a long time. Mrs. Bryce Young's coming out.
So when I said 14, you said, wow. And then you said 10.
Well, 7
Come
to 10.
on, man.
I say 7 to 10. 7 to 10. It could be a 5-point game. I mean, if King could get loose with Miami, we got to watch out. That's the thing. We got to watch out. Nick Saban is good at making adjustments, though. So this will be a test not only for Miami's skilled players, but also for their coach.
Hey, but that ain't the only big game, man.
It ain't. We got a big game.
Clemson and Georgia.
Even bigger game. Clemson at number 3 going against the number 5 Georgia Bulldogs. That game is actually going to be played in Charlotte, North Carolina. This game probably has more playoff implications than that Alabama-Miami game. Who you got for this game?
Hey,
I'm
man,
excited about this.
I think this one is gonna be a shootout.
Woo! It's gonna be a good game.
I think it's gonna be high scoring.
It's gonna be a great game.
It's gonna be a good one, but man, I'm going with the Bulldogs by 3, man.
Going with the Bulldogs.
I'm going with the Bulldogs by 3.
I'm more excited for this game than the Alabama game. The Alabama game is going to be a game of the big boys. This Clemson game and Georgia game is going to be a straight shootout, like you said. You got DJ. He's coming in, taking over for Trevor Lawrence. We seen him play last year against Notre Dame, and he didn't look bad. You know, both of these teams are, NFL factories. They got NFL players ready to go. They don't rebuild, they just reload. I think it's going to be a shootout, like you said. I think it just boils down to who's going to get the ball last. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, I'm going to go with Clemson. I think Clemson wins the game, maybe 37-33 in a shootout. I'm excited to see how these two teams come out. Both healthy, both ready to go, man. It's going to be a real good game.
Guess who else plays this weekend? Our boys.
That's right, UK.
The Kentucky Wildcats.
UK starting off their season, man. Will Tevis at quarterback, new quarterback transfer from Penn State. And we also got a new offensive coordinator, new offense. We're going against UL Monroe. So everybody prepare for that. We also got that other team playing.
Yeah.
That other team.
That one team that's in Indiana.
Indiana,
the
that's right.
Louisville Cardinals.
Yeah, they travel to Ole Miss to get thumped. They're going to go down to Ole Miss and get thumped.
They definitely get thumped.
They calling it the Chick-fil-A bowl game, which I don't even know why we're doing that. I guess the Ole Miss is going to eat some bird down there.
How much you think they lose by?
30.
30?
I think they lose 30-0. That's my projection. Louisville loses 30-0. They left the offense at Papa John Stadium.
I got them losing by 17.
I think it's good, but now
I think 30-0. But I have them losing by 17. I think they get thumped.
They get thumped. Now the one thing is, Ole Miss, they got them big boys down there. You know, I don't think Louisville's caught up with that. Louisville's quarterback's elusive; he can run, but they're they are overmatched down in the trenches. And we also know that Ole Miss always has big wide receivers. And I don't think that Louisville small cornerbacks could cover them. So I think it's going to get ugly quick.
Oh, yeah.
Giving you guys a sleeper pick. One that nobody's ever talking about. A sleeper game, you really see this during week 1. It's a trap game. I think UCLA over LSU. LSU has big implications. We watched UCLA beat Hawaii 44-10 early this week. So they already got the jitters out. LSU, we are praying for you guys. And everybody in Louisiana, they have to deal with Hurricane Ida. So dealing with that uncomfortableness that's going on down there, them traveling to Houston, them having to travel all the way across the globe to go play UCLA in Los Angeles. And UCLA is hyped up. They just beat this team 44-10. They've been giving away free tickets to pack the stadium. That's been their thing. They want to see the Rose Bowl Stadium packed at its capacity. They know this is a chance for them to pop a good team in LSU. And with LSU got all that stuff going on, I think this is a trap game for LSU to start off.
It definitely is a trap game. Man, I wouldn't be shocked if UCLA wins this game.
I think UCLA wins this, man.
But
that's a sleeper game.
I think LSU holds on. I think towards the end of the game, it's going to be one of them that UCLA might be winning the game. And LSU's going to have to pull something out to find a way to win the game.
It could happen, man. And so like I said, that's my sleeper game. Also, my BTG betting locks of the week. We've been talking about this a lot. I don't really like to do the point spread because this is week 1. I would like to see what we got going on. So I've been picking the over and unders. Of course, like me and him just said to you guys during the show, Georgia versus Clemson, we both think it's going to be a shootout. They're only projecting 50 points for that game. If you're a betting man and if you want to put your money down, we're going with the over on that. We feel like that's combined score is going to be over 51. Another game, I don't really like Ohio State, but Ohio State is traveling to Minnesota. First game of the year, new quarterback, Justin Fields is gone. They're going to Minnesota, which always plays them tough on the road. Which always plays them tough, Ohio State on the road. The over and under for that game is 63. I project it to be a defensive game, a low-scoring game. I'm projecting that combined score to be under 63. Those are your 2 BTG betting locks of the week.
All right, now, we really didn't have this to talk about much, but I want to throw this out there to you, man, just because, Jake Paul and Logan Paul been doing all this fighting. Do you actually think that this celebrity boxing stuff is actually taking over the real boxing world?
I think, man, it is, man, and it alludes to what we talked about a couple weeks ago. It's taking over the boxing world as far as in America, because America doesn't have that bona fide boxing superstar that we used to have back in the day. You understand? And it's affecting the sport all around the board. Back in the day, we had the Mike Tysons, the Evander Holyfields, the George Foremans. We actually had American icons that was ruling the boxing world. It helps. I don't think the celebrity boxing's taking over in Mexico because they got their star Canelo Alvarez, or it's taking over in England because they have Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua. But here in America, we're dying to have a star. We're dying to have that boxer that's very elite in the sport, and we don't have that. Man. So that's why you see the Floyd Mayweather still able to sell out pay-per-views here in America, or the Jake Paul, the YouTube stars coming out and still doing these type of things.
I think the celebrity boxing is a joke, man.
It is. It is a joke. But we're dying for that type of entertainment.
But to me, it's not even entertaining, man. Like, it's not entertaining at all, man.
Well, it boils down to, like I said, a retired Floyd Mayweather can still sell out a pay-per-view. Who do we have here in America that we can watch in boxing, that we can actually root for? Hey. Deontay Wilder just got his head busted by Tyson Fury, and he doesn't even look like a boxer.
Do you want to see something entertaining?
I definitely do.
Check out this What the What.
All right.
What the what? That's the secret of it. Thank you.
Let's go! See Billy get to the top and lose it all.
Oh, shit! He got it too.
Golly.
Man, what is wrong with people, man?
Bro, my buddy got on Timberlands.
What is wrong with people? Why are y'all doing this crate challenge, man?
He got on Timberlands in the summertime.
But what is
trying to walk
why
up crates?
Are people walking up these crates, man?
Listen, man.
Crates was made to play basketball,
That's
man.
it.
That's what we did with
We played
crates.
basketball when we wasn't trying to walk on them.
Man, this is crazy.
That dude was every bit of 250 pounds. Why do you think he was going to walk on some crates? Some Timberlands.
I have not seen any of this crate challenge in our city, in Lexington.
No, I ain't seen none.
So now, if any of you, if you know anybody that's doing the crate challenge here in Lexington, please let me
us know.
Like, we would like to come and check it out.
I want to come check it out, man. I want to see who's the top dog in Lexington in the Hood Olympics. And I'm dying to know.
And if anybody got any footage of some previous stuff that's happened with the crate challenge in Lexington, send that to me.
There's a lot of people that swear they're athletes and they can walk on crates and walk on water. I want to see what you guys can do.
Would you do it?
No.
I'm definitely not.
My athletic days is over with, but it's
Man,
still.
I don't even care if I was still athletic.
It's my athletic days. I can admit my athletic days is over with, but it's still some 50-year-olders that's 500 pounds that swear up and down. They still got feet like Jerome Bettis. I want to see it.
Look, I'm not doing it. Plus, where are they finding all these crates?
I don't know where they at.
I ain't seen a crate in so long, man, and then now I'm just seeing all these crate challenges all over the place,
I feel sorry for the free lunch guys and the free lunch trucks. They ain't got crates no more.
It's crazy,
Y'all robbing the trucks.
Well,
golly, man.
Before we get into my favorite segment of the show, I got a special surprise. I got a second What the What. Let's get it.
What the what?
I don't think I can do this. Here it goes. Oh. Damn, my stroke game is weak.
Wait a minute now.
Hey, for those of you that don't know, that was him swinging that golf club.
Man, listen. These boys is dead wrong, man. Dead wrong.
Oh, man. Hey,
yeah, so I was out there, man, the other day trying to figure out. I was out there, first and foremost, man, Ainsworth. Shout out to y'all for the 24 karat wings. Yeah, golfing is not in my future.
Hey, man.
I felt like Tiger Woods.
Hey,
and then I seen the video.
I swear on that swing, it was like,
well, I should have picked up the hockey stick, man. I mean, I know what I got to watch Happy Gilmore next time I go out there. That's what I need to do. Watch Happy Gilmore and then go out there and shoot.
Straight comedy, man. Hey,
terrible.
well, let's get into our giving back segment, man. That was funny, but this week's giving back, man, goes out to my cousin, my first cousin, man.
My dog, my day one.
David Page.
Since
and
kindergarten,
his
man.
new clothing brand, Major Dash. Let's get it.
Hey, what's good, y'all? It's your boy D Page, checking in with the homies Chris Jones, Ike Barron, Spoken Minds, man. They got a super dope podcast. Make sure you definitely tap into that. But today, the homies are letting me highlight my brand. I've had a lot of people ask me, what does it stand for? How do you pronounce it, Paige? It's pronounced Major Dash. It's actually a play on a word, Mejor Dash, which means rebirth. Our mantra is, remember the path, retain the lesson, for life is not a race, it's a second chance. So that's what I want you to think about every time you see this logo. On my path, on my journey, I've learned that love, life, energy, they never die, right? It's a constant cycle, so we have to remember the lessons that we learn along with that cycle. And that's all I'm putting out. I'm giving you my visual representation of that process. And it's all about rebirth. I feel like I'm giving a second chance on life. And I think a lot of us go on that same journey. So tap in with us. Every design is going to be stylish, but it's also going to have a gem mixed in with it. You know, and even the logo does the same thing. So find us at www.majordash.com. We're on Instagram, Facebook, even the Snap, at Major Dash. Remember the path, retain the lesson. For life is not a race, it's a second chance. Y'all stay solid.
My dog Page, man.
Yes, sir.
My boy Page, man, I've been knowing him since we was probably 5, 6, 7 years old, man. He's always been solid, always been very, very inspirational since we was younger, man. From making music to when we was at EKU to even now with his clothing line, man. Big ups to him. His colorways be dope, man.
Yeah.
Colorways be dope, man.
Hey,
Definitely
man.
support. I need new merch, man.
The material is great.
Need new merch, man.
I try to buy something every chance I get.
Yeah, man. Definitely hit the website up, man. Support my guy, man. And he's actually, I heard the message behind it, man. He's doing it for a great cause, man. And it's a rebirth, man. Rebirth, man.
Yeah,
Like
man.
what my guys got going on.
man. Shout out to my cousin, man.
You know it's all love, man. With
D
my dog,
Page,
Page,
man. You
It's
know what
my
it
brother.
is, man. I love you, man.
Love my dog, man.
For
That's
real.
my brother, man.
Keep doing your thing, bro. Your clothing line is so dope.
Definitely shout out, man. And matter of fact, man, you like, comment, and share. Like and share this right here, man. We're gonna do a raffle, man. We're gonna start to do a raffle, man. Y'all like and share this, man. And everybody that shares, we're gonna put your name in a raffle, and we're gonna get you a Major Dash outfit, man.
And you see, it's men and women's clothing.
Men and women, man. So we're gonna get your outfit on us, man, for sharing this, man. So y'all like, comment, and share. Definitely subscribe to my guy's page as well for his clothing line. Free chance to win a good outfit, man, with great material, man, and support a good cause, man.
Yes, sir.
So let's make that happen.
All right, now, you know, we always end the show with the good old random rant.
You know what's really burning me up? You want me to tell you what's really burning me up out here, man? In the talk of sports and football, I really, really despise them fair weather fans. You know what I'm talking about?
Gets
You
on
got
my
them.
last
You got
nerve.
them fair weather fans, man. That I like Duke basketball and Alabama football, and I also like Texas baseball. You know, I can't stand them type of guys, or I can't stand them type of guys that want to sit there and talk about my UK Wildcats football team. Y'all want to sit there and talk about my football team, and then and don't even have a football team. Y'all don't even celebrate. Y'all don't even have a football team that you follow, but you want to talk bad about my team. Don't come talk sports to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you talk about sports to me.
Like, I will never understand how you could be a fan of a school for basketball and a fan of a different school for football. I just don't.
We got a
It's
lot
just
of them.
hard for me. And it's not even just college, man. When we talk
NBA.
about pro sports, man, like I know a guy. He was a Cleveland Cavalier fan.
Yeah.
Then he was a
Miami
Miami Heat fan.
No, a lot of
then
them.
he was a Cleveland Cavalier fan again. And now he's a Lakers fan. Like,
what do y'all do with all this merch?
Like, I don't
y'all
get,
buy?
like,
what do y'all do with all this merchandise that you
now,
buy?
if you just say
What you do with it?
I'm a fan of LeBron James,
Goodness
that's
gracious.
one thing.
Now
But to start saying you're a fan of this team,
yeah, they Laker fans though.
it's like I don't get it, man. Like, I really don't understand.
I know some people that was OKC fans.
Shout out to Quentin Walker.
I know a bunch.
Yeah, buddy.
He's one of them. He confuses me, man. He's a North Carolina fan that doesn't like Jordan. I don't understand that. Boggles me.
The take on that is crazy.
Where do you find all this North Carolina gear that's not Jordan? Because Jordan sponsors North Carolina. Where do you find this gear at?
Who knows, man?
I don't know where he finds this gear.
I think
at,
he got somebody making it, man.
I don't know, man. Shout out to them, man. I guess, man. We'll have them on talk about their clothing line next. Goodness
Crazy.
gracious. But, you know, it's a lot of fair weather fans, man. Listen, I don't want to hear you guys. All you fake Alabama fans, don't talk sports with me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear you how you guys is rooting for Alabama in football on Saturday morning, and then in the evening, you're sitting here talking about Go Blue Devils. I don't want to see that. It's UK all day with me, BBN. If you can't root
UK
for one,
everything for me.
golly, man, you know, it really burns me up, man. You got some people that's Dallas Cowboy fans that ain't never stepped foot in Texas. Fair weather fans, I don't understand them guys, man. Goodness gracious.
Or they ain't never seen their team play.
I ain't never seen them play.
Like live. Like,
I don't understand it, man.
I can't be a fan
It's
of
a
a team
lot of
and I've
fair
never
weather
seen them
fans
play
in the
live.
BTG, man. We've been entertaining you guys long enough. Pick a school or step to the side.
Hey, before we get out of here, man, one thing, man, I want to give a shout out because I always say that you say the craziest things ever. But 2 weeks ago, we had a special guest on here, my dog Drew. I now believe that Drew says more crazy stuff than you. My man said that the Eagles is gonna make the playoffs.
That's ridiculous.
I just can't let that go without saying it.
They'll make the playoffs on Madden with a creative player.
No, they wouldn't. They would
won't even do it with a
still
creative player?
lose.
Goodness
But
gracious.
look, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Spoken Minds, we back, baby.
Hey, remember, like,
Comment,
comment, and share, and your name
share.
will go in a raffle with a chance to win a Major Dash outfit.
Hey, we got you right now.
Hey,
for
let's
the
get it,
spring,
man.
summer, and fall. Wintertime. My dog got stuff ready. We got y'all.
Hey, man, we love y'all. Until next week,
We out of here.
Big 400.